Hi, this is Jim Rondenelli along with Andrew Derminio. 2016, Andrew, certainly a busy year locally news-wise.
Yeah, busy, crazy, everything from a presidential election that took some of the candidates here locally and other things.
And along with the announcement that AMS was pulling out of the chip fab plant in Marcy, we have a rundown of the top 10 local stories of this year in no particular order.
Joseph Percoco, a former top aide to Governor Andrew Cuomo and SUNY Poly President Elaine Calieros, were among 9 people arrested on corruption charges. The 9 were charged with bribery and fraud in connection with economic development projects in Syracuse, Albany, and Buffalo.
Austrian chipmaker AMS AG announced in December that it was pulling out of a $2 billion chip fab plant at SUNY Poly in Marcy. Ground for the project had been broken in April, but work had stalled. AMS officials said they were no longer pursuing the plant due to the delays.
Corrections officer Alan Dobransky was seriously injured when an explosive device went off at his home in Floyd on Memorial Day weekend. 3 Ohio residents, Keith and Donna Seppi and Cindy Shields, were charged with conspiring to plant the device outside of Dobransky's home. Authorities say Shields had been working as the caretaker for Dobransky's mother in Ohio for 4 years and allegedly stole money from her. They say Dobransky had planned to make a report to law enforcement in Ohio. The Seppis and Shields all pleaded guilty.
A Holland Patton teenager shot and killed his stepfather in May. 17-year-old Austin Parker shot 52-year-old Stephen Parker and hid his body in the backyard of their home on Route 365. The father's body wasn't discovered until late June. Austin Parker pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and was sentenced to 20 years in prison.
After a 7-month-long investigation, Caitlin Conley of Secoit was arrested and charged with second-degree murder in the death of her employer, local chiropractor Dr. Mary Yoder. She's accused of poisoning Yoder. Conley is still awaiting trial.
After more than a year, the Word of Life Church beating case came to an end. Sarah Ferguson was found guilty of manslaughter in the death of Lucas Leonard and the beating of Christopher Leonard during a counseling session at the church in October of 2015. 8 other defendants in the case, including the boy's mother and father, Bruce and Deborah Leonard, pleaded guilty.
A Clifford fuel tanker truck overturned on the Route 8 off-ramp on the north-south arterial, spilling nearly 12,000 gallons of fuel. The arterial was closed for hours as crews worked to clean up the spill.
The presidential candidates made stops in the Utica-Rome area in the run-up to the June New York primary. In April, Donald Trump drew a huge crowd to Griffiths International Airport in Rome. John Kasich held a rally at Mohawk Valley Community College, and Chelsea Clinton campaigned for her mother, Hillary Clinton, at the Little Learners Daycare Center in Rome.
Following Congressman Richard Hanna's announcement that he would retire at the end of the year, the race was on for the 22nd Congressional District seat. After a sometimes contentious campaign, Assemblywoman Claudia Tenney won a 3-way race over Kim Myers and Martin Babinek.
After 120 years in business, the Utica School of Commerce announced it would be closing its doors. Officials at USC said the 2-year business college no longer had the student base to continue operations. And that's a rundown of this year's top 10 local news stories from WIBX.
We'll have to see what 2017 brings us. From all of us here at WIBX, have a Happy New Year.